The year is 2043 and a pandemic is occurring. Government arrests children and force them to enter the police and army. Check out this sci-fi apocalyptic movie called Night Raiders till the end. Warning, this video contains spoilers, so watch at your own risk. Now let's get right into the movie. Wasis is running in the woods when she sees a bird chirping in a tree branch. She pulls out her slingshot to hit it, but she releases the stretched slingshot and whispers some spell, stretching her hand as if she's calling the bird to come. Her mom, Niska, comes and asks her why she didn't kill the bird. Wasis tells her that she was listening to the bird. They continue on their walk through the woods. Later, Wasis asks her mom what the difference is between a vampire and a werewolf. As her mom is explaining about vampires and werewolves, she's distracted by the surroundings and gets her leg caught in a steel jaw trap. She calls her mom for help. Niska comes and frees her from the trap and ties a piece of cloth around the wound. She then supports her to walk back home. They're staying in an abandoned vehicle that they turned into a home. Niska tucks Wasis to sleep and checks the wound on her leg. She hears a noise coming from outside and alerts her daughter. She then cautiously goes outside with the gun in her hand. A drone is hovering in the air, checking the surroundings. As the light from the drone falls on their place, she shoots the drone, causing it to fall. Afraid that more of them will come, she pours gasoline and lights the place on fire. They walk through the woods and reach the river in the morning, where they see a boat at the riverbank. They row the boat for a night and a day to reach the outskirts of the city that has been abandoned after the war. To prevent from seeing the disaster, the mother covers her daughter's face. Meanwhile, there's an announcement being broadcast via the loudspeaker to inform us that possessing or concealing minors over the legal age is a felony. It's also a reminder that the Federal Academy's intake age has changed to 4 years of age, and minors born before September 2039 must be reported to the nearest Academy Intake Bureau. People are asked to report any suspicious activity. The mother and daughter duo is startled by a man approaching them. They get into a defensive stance, but the guy calls out his son Trey to assure them that he meant no harm. Niska clears out that they will be by themselves. While Niska is sleeping, Wasis sneaks out of the house. There, she sees the same boy by the gate. He walks slowly leading the way, and she follows behind him. He shows her the fallen drone and tells her not to worry, as it's been there for a long time. She asks if he can hear the sound coming out of the drone. She says that the drone is still breathing. Suddenly, it lights up and starts moving. Right at that moment, her mother comes and hits it. She grabs the girl and hurries back to the house. Trey runs calling to his dad, but he cannot make it on time. The authorities, or Jingos, arrive at the site in an instant. The dad rushes out of the house saying his son is 18. The officer checks the boy's wrist with an instrument and confirms that the boy is 15. Then, the son is separated from his father, as it is against the law to possess an unregistered minor. Then, the sound of gunfire is heard. In the next scene, Niska and Wasis walk around the empty city. They come across a huge wall, and the murmur of people can be heard. They arrive at the place full of people, and they blend in. But the place is guarded by the soldiers, so they move cautiously through the mass. Then, they reach Roberta's place, who is an old friend of Niska. She welcomes them heartily. She reminisces about the time spent with little Wasis. She puts some cat food on her hands and lets her feed the cat. While Wasis is playing with the cat, the two friends are talking in the kitchen. Niska says that her daughter needs some medicine and her condition is getting worse. Roberta informs her that the authority patrols all the clinics now. Niska says to her that she's seen her son Pierre on the screen. He's been sent to the academy in Emerson. Roberta suggests sending Wasis to the school in Emerson as well. In this way, the girl will get her citizenship and a life that her mother could never provide. Niska disagrees with this option, as she will not be able to see her ever again. That night, hugging her daughter, she goes to sleep. In the morning, Niska wakes to the noises of vehicles and jingos outside the room. Officers are on the patrol, examining everyone in the street. Wasis's condition is worsening, and she's burning with fever. Niska goes out to get the medicine for her. Being a helpless mother, she tips off the officers about seeing a sick minor in a shop. After 10 months, Niska wakes up in an abandoned apartment and looks out of the balcony, seeing drones dropping food for the people. She now runs a small berry-selling vendor business in the market. Wasis is in the state institution, being trained for the selection day. The chosen one will be sent to the elite academy of Emerson State. Niska is meeting Randy in a bar. He says that he had paid for the reprogramming of their IDs, so they will be a legit citizen of Emerson State. He says that she can spend her time with her daughter after she graduates from the academy. Niska overhears a person instructing another person on their way out. She thinks that they are abducting the kids and tries to stop them from doing so. But unfortunately, she gets caught and is brought to an unknown place. Later, the cloth from her face is removed and she sees 4 people standing in front of her. Ida informs her that she's in Cree land. She introduces herself and says that she is from Kiskachawanak. Ida asks her to be taken away, then tells Charlie to do a background check on her. Leo is ordered to watch over her. Charlie is storytelling about the incident with Niska to a group of people sitting around the bonfire. Leo brings her in as the people welcome her. An elderly woman comes to meet her and holds her hand. She tells her that they've been told that someone will come from the north, so they've been waiting for her, their guardian. Everyone is celebrating for bringing back 2 kids along with Niska, their own people. At night, she goes to look around the camp and comes across an area where children are sleeping peacefully. Ida asks if her child is at the academy. She tells her that her daughter is 11 and will go to find her. Ida praises her for being able to protect her kid for such a long time and welcomed her to Kansaki. In the morning, Leo brings her to the meeting place. She says that she has to leave for the city. Leo and Ida say that Wasis is in danger and the academy is brainwashing the children to be the Jingo puppets. They tell her that they can help her get her daughter out. In turn, she has to help them guide the rescued children to Big Stone, a safe place in the north. She disclaims Big Stone being real. Simonis says it takes 3 weeks from Kiskachawanak to reach Big Stone. They tell her that if Wasis reaches Emerson, then it will be too late to bring her back. She then walks away from there. In the next scene, Wasis is seen sneaking out of the dormitory. Unfortunately, she's caught by security. Next, Niska returns to her place, but finds people dead. She then meets Randy outside her building, and he makes her aware of the virus spreading in the market. He urges her to leave with him. At the market, they meet Roberta and take her along with them. Since the mandatory evacuation order has been in effect, all the people are brought together by the authorities. They are handcuffed and led into the bus. Roberta sees Pierre and tries to get out of the bus in hopes of talking with him, but the guards make her sit. Randy throws a smoke bomb to distract the guards so that they can escape through the backside. But as Roberta rushes out of the bus to meet Pierre, she's caught by the guards, so instead of escaping, Niska goes to help her out. Roberta gets to meet her son, but the reunion does not end well. She is shot by her own son. Randy is shot in his hand by another guard. At that very moment, Leo and Simonis come to rescue Niska. She then ties a piece of cloth to Randy's injured hand and leaves with Leo. In the car, she asks them if they knew about the virus. Leo says that the virus was made in Emerson. He explains that the Jingos are going to start the war and are planning to use the kids on the front lines of it. She asks what Ogunu Henichigu is, and Simonis replies that it means guardian. She then summarizes the time when Elder Chachigi went into the bush to pray for 4 days and 4 nights. Pictures came to her of enormous mosquitoes swarming towards them, and the stranger from the north who will come to help their people survive. Wasis is in her bed, and a lady comes to ask if she has had someone's help. She is addressed as Elizabeth in the institution. The lady belittles the people she came from and shows her the surveillance camera footage of her mom tipping off Jingos. She is now brought to the field, where the students are assembling the gun. Elizabeth is asked to assemble the gun, and she makes a new record. Victoria accuses her of cheating as she pounds on her. The instructor declares her the chosen one to be sent to Emerson State. Niska breaks into the private council meeting. She asks if there are any problems, as everyone should have been preparing for the raid. Ida explains that the Jingos have built a new mining road overnight that is heading straight for their camp, and that they must evacuate the children that night. Niska interrupts, saying that she won't lead the children unless her daughter is brought back first. The elderly lady tells the story of how the government used different ways to force them to leave their place, but could not succeed. So people need to stick together for their survival. They've agreed to get Wasis that night before she takes the children to Big Stone. The people are assigned their job for the raid. Leo threatens to hold her responsible if anything happens with the children. Leo, Charlie, and Niska ride horses to reach the boundary of the academy. Charlie hacks the system for the other two to enter the building. He guides them to the room where her daughter is in. She wakes up the sleeping Wasis and asks her to come back with her. The Jingo soldiers are alerted of the situation and are in action. Charlie notifies them that the Jingos have discovered Kansaki and are sending the troops towards the camp. She backs out from the promise of saving the kids. Wasis then says she thinks it's coming. Leo tells Niska to get out of there as he distracts the soldiers. As he's about to get caught by the flying drone, she comes in to save him. In the meantime, Wasis is gathering as many kids as she can and bringing them with her. She says that she knows the way out, so all of the people follow her. In the camp, people are alert about the coming soldiers. Ida orders Simonis to lead the people while she will get the children out. She delivers a few words of encouragement to uplift the fighting spirit of the group, then hands over her rifle to Simonis. The soldiers warn them to surrender to the illegal encampment and fire tear gas at them. Amidst the chaos, Leo and others come in on a police truck. The soldier sends in the signal and a swamp of drones comes flying in. Niska makes Wasis hide in the truck, but the girl sneaks out through the other door and runs in front of the hovering drones. The girl can hear the drones and control them with a spell. One of the soldiers hides and tries to shoot the girl, but Niska shields her girl and gets hit by the bullet in her shoulder. That very soldier died in the hands of Simonis. The medic is then called immediately. Later, when asked how Niska was able to do that, she hugs her daughter and kisses her. Thanks for watching. Make sure to leave a like and turn on the notifications as it helps the channel out. If you fancy more recaps, check out this video now.